Hello. Hello, my cozy friends. Oh, it's good to be back. Sorry that I missed, on Monday. Had some things I had to take care of. Nothing major, but just something that needed some attention, but I'm back. Super glad to be here, and thank you for taking some time to spend your evening with me. Oops, I need to change my category. It's not story time yet. Here we go. The snake, hi! Aw. I'm sorry that I stream so late for you. But, you know, the times when you're able to make it, I'm glad that you're able to pop in. And feel free to, check out my VODs anytime you like. And also my YouTube channel, I upload my VODs there. If you'd ever like to check out some of the bedtime stories or the cozy game streams, feel free. But when you are able, we're glad to have you. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good today. Oh yeah, no problem. In fact, right there is where my YouTube channel is. I upload my VODs about a week or so after I go live. Then the VOD from that stream will be uploaded to my channel. I also upload clips, some funny things that happen during stream, and I have also started uploading the individual bedtime story segments. So if the main thing that you care about is the bedtime stories themselves, then those will be good for you because that just cuts straight to the story. Yeah, you're welcome. And thank you very much for checking it out. Well, one fun thing I wanted to share with you before we jump into our cozy game stream. I worked on a little project over the weekend. It was fun. I'll show you something that I made. Look at that! I made a button pin. So it's like it's a larger one, so it's like about 2¼ inches. So we went to our local library, and they have a bunch of they have like a maker corner where you can use some equipment that they have to make little projects. And I used their button maker to make a little pin. So that was a lot of fun to make. I think it looks really cute. That's not all I did, though. I made a whole bunch of them. I couldn't resist. It was really fun to put them together. And yeah, I don't know of any, well, I just, it was super easy to do, and I had fun putting it together, and I just decided to make some extras in case anybody else wanted them. Now, if you happen to be local to me, and you plan on seeing me in person anytime in the near future, let me know and I can get you a pin. But also, I started a Ko-Fi store, which is ko-fi.com/Eli Cozy Corner, or you can also do store.com. Oh, sorry. store.EliCozyCorner.com. I'll just throw that in the chat here. That's my own URL. That way, if I ever switch from Ko-Fi to something else, that URL can just redirect. But yeah, so Ko-Fi is now live. If anybody, there's absolutely no obligation whatsoever. I'm just happy to have you here. But if you're looking for a way to help us keep the lights on in our little corner, our little cozy corner, then you can leave a tip. You can also purchase a pin there. Now, the interesting thing that I decided to try out, so the pins are not expensive. They're like a couple bucks, but shipping is a little pricey. It's like $5 to ship a single pin. And so if somebody wants one that badly, I can send them one, but I decided that if you happen to have access to a button maker, I put the digital files on my Ko-Fi so that you can make your own. So for just $1, you can purchase the digital files to create this pin, and then you can print them out from home. So if you have a button maker, or if you know someone who has one, or if you want to do what I did and see if your local library has one, you can do it that way. And that way you don't have to worry about shipping, and the process is kind of fun too. So yeah, go ahead and check out my Ko-Fi if you're interested in that. But otherwise, yeah, it was just kind of a fun little project. Very satisfying to press them all, and they're kind of cool in a pile like that. They almost look like coins. So, anyway, that's all we need to do for that. We're gonna go ahead and jump in to Snufkin. For those who joined us last time, Moomin Troll got arrested. We don't know why yet. But like the policemen who have been like setting up those parks in the middle of the wild areas, and we've been taking them down, they arrested Moomin Troll, and now we're gonna go see if we can rescue him. It's our turn to be a little rebellious. Okay, what were we gonna do again? Control is missing, yes. Control has been taken to the parkkeeper's mansion. There's no time to lose. That's right, okay. And Ninny is still missing her clothes. We need to find a guy named Stinky. Oh dear. Okay, we are here. Okay, we just need to follow the river. Alright, we can do that. Ooh, what's that? Seaweed. Okay. Like collecting seaweed. You have to collect seaweed and shells and driftwood and stuff like that when you visit the beach. Oh yeah, it's that friendly ghost. Are we even going the right way? Well, I guess we are. Oh no! I need... Go to sleep, bees. Goodness me. Well, at least they didn't sting me. Oh, hello. Oh, do I have stuff I can put in? That's right. Wait, who was this guy? Oh, it's this another bee. That's kind of annoying. I don't think I want him around. Oh my goodness! Okay, please go away. That's really annoying. I don't want you here anymore, I'm sorry. How do I get rid of the bee? If he doesn't leave soon, I might restart my game because I don't want to... Oh, there we go. Okay, goodness. He was just lost. Or she, I suppose, because worker bees are all girls. Hello again. Oh, hello. I should probably invite you to sit. Is that an invitation? I guess. So, if I just had some chanterelles and a porcini, I could make a nice stew. Perhaps you could get me some? Sure, a stew sounds lovely. Oh, you want some too? All right. Two chanterelles and one porcini. Well, here we go. What? What, don't I have those? Oh, I need one more chanterelle mushroom. Okay, okay. Picky, picky. I guess I need to cross the river. Oh, goodness. Cross the bridge, then we'll get there. Wake up! Oh well. Worth a try. Now, is this... Wait a minute. What's that? Oh. Such a beautiful day. Wait. So many butterflies. Hi there. Snufkin, just who I needed. Do you have a moment? I need some new butterflies for my collection. 3, to be precise. Surely I can help you. Aren't we supposed to be rescuing Moomin Troll? But we also need to, like, fetch mushrooms and butterflies. We have to help everybody in Moomin Valley. There's Stinky. That's Stinky? Stinky, what are you holding? Ah, just some new clothes I got. Those aren't yours. Hi-fi. How's the little kitten? Yes, such a good time. Ha, as if I care. Catch me if you can. Tired yet? Stinky, not at all. Little stinker. Come on, Stinky. Give me the rest of the clothes. Never! Out to shop with Daddy. Not Stinky, I don't know. I don't know about that. I think Kibby might be a little tinky. Speak for yourself. I will never forgive you. I think I can live with that. Alright, well, we got Ninny's clothes, so maybe we should go, maybe we should go help her real quick so she doesn't have to be naked anymore. Oh, I don't know, though. Maybe next time we're close to the beach, we can do that. Because we're already almost here. Aha. Hold it right there. Yes, do you have a permit for looking so suspicious? Or do you have a permit for having such a big nose? Ha, that got him. Ha, good one. Now where was I? Yes, no passage. Turn around. Aw, man. We already told you. Yes, where do you think you're going? I guess I'll just go up the stairs. And up the stairs. Please release Moomin Troll. I'll bake you some cookies. My dear son. Doing hard time. They better make sure Moomin Troll is warm in there, or else... Are they feeding Moomin Troll enough? Let me in! My Moomin Troll isn't made for prison life. Oh, I can climb up here. The game's up. Hand over the treasure. Me being nosy, yes. And, oh, Moomin Troll too. Hi, Moomin Troll. Oh, little Mai. Snufkin. Please, Mr. Parkkeeper, we just want our dear child back. Moomin Troll is being held on charges of vandalism and standing in the way of progress. There's nothing I can do now. I don't make the rules. Or actually, I do. But rules are rules. Progress? What progress? You've removed the river, destroyed nature, driven the animals out. You lack vision. Imagine this place when I get my irrigation system up. I'll bring water to all the parks. I'm building the Valley of the Future here. Enough. Release Moomin Troll or else. Or else what? Oh, you'll find out. I'm so glad you're here, Snufkin. Moomin Troll needs you, Snufkin. We all do. Snufkin, do something. There ruffled up his shrubs. That'll teach him a lesson. Insolence! Oh, maybe that is teaching him a lesson. Oh, Snufkin, what can I do? I'm an artist, not a fighter. What are you doing? Knitting him a sock? Wait, we gotta get in there somehow. Insurgent! Snufkin, I've missed you so much. How are you? I'm so much better now that I found you. Now, let's get you out of there. Oh dear, I'm afraid that might be difficult. You see, my cousin can be quite rigid when he's made up his mind. Don't worry, Moomin Troll. I'll find a way. You always do. Halt! There must be some way. My cousin, the park keeper, keeps the key to the prison guarded in his mansion at all times. However, he almost never leaves his house except when on official business. Or when he goes to see a play. Oh my, does he ever love theater. A theater, you say? Snufkin, I have an idea. Can't tell you here. But meet me by the old theater and I'll fill you in. Oh, I think I know what you're planning, Papa. So does Snufkin. Nobody understands my vision. Yeah. Your vision is to be a poopy head. Oh, okay, so that's pretty close by. Oh, not again. No, leave me alone. Snufkin, I've done it. I've come up with a masterful plan to free our dear Moomin Troll. That's great. So, I'm guessing we're staging a Please, Snufkin, let Moomin Papa have this one. It's important to him. Okay, we have to, stoke his ego a little bit. Thanks, Moomin Mama. So, my master plan is to put on a play. To draw the Quiet! I have an idea. We should put on a play to draw the park keep. Moomin Papa was just in the middle of something. Let's give him this one. Oh. Great. Now I'll have to start all over. Anyway, my master plan is to stage a great play to draw the park keeper out from his house. Huh? Brilliant. I could never have thought of that myself. She's such a little stinker. I'm in. What were you thinking specifically? We'll be needing a play. I've written one, but it's blown all over Moomin Valley. We'll be needing the old costumes. Last I heard, Philajonk was taking care of them. Phila what? I've scraped the old band together, but they'll need some rehearsing. And we'll need to hand out some invitations, including one to the park keeper. This is a very elaborate plan. If you think I'm doing all this by myself, you're out of your mind. I've made some invitations. Maybe you could help Snufkin deliver them. Help him? I'm gonna race him. Whoever delivers the invitations first is Moomin Troll's best friend. Guess we have a lot of, stuff to do. Oh dear, I need to be level 7 first. Okay. Well, I'm almost to level 7. Okay. So how many pages do I have? Oh, I have all 8! Well, that's convenient. Ah, I see you haven't found... Wait. I thought that he said 8. We'll get the play. Alright. There's more than enough brilliance in these to put up a play. I thought he said there were only 8 pages. Oh well. Let's see. Costumes, practice, deliver invite. Wow, lots of invites. Oh, it just, he needed 8 pages, not necessarily all of the pages. I need more of the little sparkly thingies. How did I end up here? These bees are really scary. I need to climb up? Oh. Hello there. Oh, hello there, Wanderer. I hope I didn't disturb you. Can I help you with anything? Excuse me. Looks like you're the one in need of help. Yes, it would appear so. I'm sorry. How did you end up there? Oh, that's a long story. Got time, do we though? For me, well, I left my lonely home, searching for a friend. Then I found one, a potential one at least, a message in a bottle, but that's a start. Miffle is her name, Miffle. But as it turns out, the world outside can be a scary place as well. Last night, I heard some horrible howling, so I fled up in this tree, which seems to have upset these bees, and now I'm afraid to climb down. Maybe I can try calming them down. Really? If it's not too much of a bother. That's it. Go. I can't. Why? I'm scared. Well, then I guess you'll have to stay there. Perhaps that's the best. Aww. I'm safe here, and I've got nowhere to be. Oh, what about that friend? Miffle? She needs me. For Miffle. You did it. We did it together. Aww. Yes, that's often easier. Thank you. And now, to see my friend. Sure hope he finds that friend. Well, that was really cute. Just goes to show. Sometimes it's easier to do things when we're doing it for someone else. You love how I say friend? thank you. Wait, what's going on? Oh. Oh, right, we're back with the play. Oh, wait, butterfly! 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 Oh my goodness, these bees. Ooh. Oh, another one. Wait, come back. Where did it go? Oh, come back. Butterfly. There was one more. There it is. No, that's not it. No. I keep getting distracted. Let's hear how they do. Okay, no, there was another butterfly. Where did it go? Somewhere in the flowers, I guess. Well, we can deliver these two at least. Oh my goodness! So many quest markers! Ah! So many invitations to deliver. Where did what's-his-face go? Oh. No, no, wait! Come back! Come on! Oh. Well, okay. Maybe there's a time limit. There we go. You better catch this. A play? Who has time for such things? I'm all about nature, not culture. This play is all about nature. It's called The Melody of Moomin Valley. Hey, that's the name of the game! Maybe I should give it a shot. Is there anybody famous in it? I hear little Mai has talked herself into a part. She's quite well known for around these parts. 5 little kisses for the little kitty. Love you, Kibby. Have a night-night. Mwah. Love you. Good, you found one. 2 more to go. Okay, well, at least I delivered his invite. What else can we do while we're here? Well, we need to go back that way anyway, and then we can deliver the clothes to Nilly. Ninny, not Nilly. Ninny. She's a little ninny. It's okay, we can call her that, because that's her name. Minnie, where are you? Keep forgetting I can sprint. A play by Moomin Papa? I wouldn't miss that for the world. Thank you for the invitation, Snufkin. Wait. Oh. Here you are. I think that was all of them. Oh, thank you. This was truly kind of you. My pleasure. And now I won't be stepping on your toes by mistake. Thanks for helping me out. Anytime. Okay. At least that gave us some inspiration. How do I get up there? Nope. In there. Oh. Hi, Mayara. Welcome. Hope it went well. How was the activity? Have I been here before? Oh, yes, I have been here. Yay! I leveled up! I'm a level 7 inspirationist. Would you like to see a play, Snork? Oh, probably not. Will there be a huge crowd there? Loud noises? Most likely, yes. Maybe I'll just wait for the book adaptation. It's a one-off by Moomin Papa. We're putting it on to save Moomin Valley. In that case, I'll go, but I won't promise I'll enjoy it. It was good. The after is a little bumpy. Oh, well, I'm glad it was at least partially good. Oh, it's that mushroom! My goodness. It's so hard to walk through those. What's up here? I like mushrooms too. I had some mushrooms with breakfast. Oh? I've been up here? Feels kind of familiar. Oh no, yeah, I'm pretty sure I've been here. I just don't remember when. Maybe not, though. Oh! I guess that's... Oh. Oh, okay. I just created a new shortcut, I guess. What is that? Oh, it's another sightseeing spot. Oh, that's cozy. Lovely. Cold cannon and corned beef. Mmm. Yes. We should make that. Corned beef and cabbage. St. Patty's Day is coming up, so... Getting pooped on if you're lying down. Yeah, I guess so. Just don't lie down with your mouth open. Ah. Special hat to block things, yeah. Here you are. Oh, interrupting my thoughts once again. Thanks, I suppose they were getting a bit heavy. So, what's happening? A lot of things are happening all over at any given time. You need to learn to be more specific. What's happening with you right here, right now? I'm sitting here with an empty stomach waiting for you to make sense. Goodness, he's a little grumpy. Grumpy pants? That's been a recurring theme in my life lately. Sassy. Let's eat then. Now you're making sense, thus actually solving 2 of my current problems. With that out of the way, it's time to start worrying about the next meal. I'll do the thinking while you go looking for some nettle and porcchinis. Oh, stamina increased. Well, don't mind if I do. I need 2 more porcinis and a nettle. People eat nettles? I always thought nettles were like pokey plants. I suppose you can, like, try them, maybe? Or skin them? I don't know. How do people eat nettles? Is up here. Wait, no, that's not. Oh, that's probably blocked off. That's the problem. Alright, probably need to cross the river. Yeah, cross at this bridge and then cross back again at the other bridge. They should be less confusing. Let's see. Well, before we go back... Alright, let's go do these things first. No, we don't have the other butterfly yet. Oh no. And the bees don't even give you any inspiration. How rude. Just blocking your way for a little bit. around here needs an invitation? These guys? The park-keeper wants you to accompany him to the theater for an evening of relaxation, and that's an order. So, relaxing is the job, then. I'll impress the park-keeper by relaxing twice as hard as you. Is that all it took? Is that all it took to get rid of those guys? I could have just told them. The park-keeper orders you to pick your nose. The park-keeper orders you to scratch your bum. The park-keeper orders you to close your eyes while I wreck his garden. The park-keeper orders you to do a silly dance. Sneaking. We are sneaking. Sneaking around. Oh, that's kind of cool. The sound comes out of that one. Look over there, a distraction. Oh no! No, no, no! You're not supposed to actually see the distraction. I mean, not if it's me. Ha. Oh, that was only one sign so far? Oh, man. I guess the other ones didn't count because they weren't inside the park. Oh, no, okay. Wait for him to pass. Oh no! Oh, I got caught. At least they don't send me all the way to the beginning. Hurry, 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 hurry. He doesn't even notice me. That's so silly. He's like, oh, hello there. This boulder is just nonchalantly rolling in front of me. That's not suspicious. These guys need a raise. Oh. Oh. Oops. You dropped it. Now it's mine. I'm gonna disturb that bush, though. Oh. Where'd you hide the key? I told you I would have to bury you in the sand. Along with the key. Please tell me. That secret goes with me to the grave. In the sand, right over there, by the key. Please tell me. The secret gets buried with me, like keys in the sand. Umph. Not very subtle. Not sure why we had to do that, but okay. Destroy the park! Down with civilization. Well... I guess that was just a little side quest. But one less park to worry about. Oh? He likes my music. What else is over here? Oh. Oh wow. Those are some fun mushrooms. Well, let's go over... How do we get there? Maybe we do have to go that way. Up and over. Oh! Oh, great. Woodies, they're almost impossible to get rid of. They're kinda cute, though. I'm being chased by littles. Help! I can't climb here. The woodies are clinging to me. Need to shake them off somehow. There we go. Stirred up some dust. I think I managed to lose them. Yeah, not for long probably, I'll bet. Yep, there they are again. Oh great, they're back. Cheep, 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 cheep. That's right, listen to the pretty birdie. Can't get rid of them. Goodness, they're little gremlins. Get them off! Somebody spray them with the water. No, wait, don't do that. They'll multiply. These woodies are so annoying. Yes, adorably annoying. Keep forgetting what button to push to swap instruments. Oh man, they're all over the place! Oh, wonderful. Even more Woodies. Oh, okay. Ooh, can I trap them? Okay, ready? Here we go. Trap them. Gotta trap them. Oh man, it almost worked. There. Now go to your room and stay there. Phew. Okay, I was able to shake them off this time. Being a parental figure is so demanding. Every little needs a big. Someone's gotta do it. Seems like I'll actually be needing the Woodies to get past this. Better go get them. What? No! After all that trouble we went through to get rid of them? Johan, come on out. Oh. Thought they would be there. They all trapped behind there? Guess so. Oh, goodness. Okay. Ah! Back we go. Just little mischievous woodland spirits. Hello! Hello, Tourmaline! How are you? Thank you for stopping by. Oh, goodness. You're doing okay? Oh, good. I just adopted a bunch of little woodland children. They're clinging to me. Oh, wow. Your first estrogen shot. Well, I hope it goes super well for you. Yeah, I don't know if I could handle this many kids. It went okay. Oh, good. I want you to be happy and healthy, okay? Thank you for deciding to spend some time with us tonight. Okay. Now, do we still need them with us? Or do we need to get rid of them now? Oh, now it's raining. What in the world? Oh. Okay, yeah. Crossing the river. But yeah, we are playing Melody of Moomin Valley. This is a bit of a side quest thingy. But eventually we're going to put on a play to distract the park keeper because he locked up Moomin Troll. It's a long story. Playing in the mud again. They're distracted by the birdie. I don't know if that helps us. Oh wait, yes it does. Run away! Ew. Don't we need to break this branch? Oh, it broke for us. Now stay there. Oh, we don't need that bridge. I know, me too. Where in the world am I? This is a lot of trouble just to get to this one place. No! Oh, I guess I already did the thing. I outsmarted them. Do 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 do. Billy Drunk's house isn't far from here. Oh, they're back again! I'm done being a babysitter for the day. Well, for these little guys. I don't mind the rest of my, littles that I got here. Still going the right way? Yes, we are. The world outside has gone mad. Billy Drunk, are you there? Go away! The world outside has gone mad. We want nothing to do with it. Leave us to our peaceful existence and our tidy garden paradise. I need your help. Stay away from us. I don't want you upsetting my perfect children or my perfect garden. I need to get her out somehow. Uh-oh, I just brought the ragamuffins home to play. Woodies in my garden! Stay away from me and my children! Vandals! I'm telling the police! They're just jumping in the puddle. No, I just finished washing those! Bye, Woodies. You'll be better off here. Well, we can... I'll come visit. Sometime. Huh? Oh. Little Mai was in there! I stopped turning right when I saw her. Don't you have more important stuff to do? Don't you? No, and now I've got something you need. I'll trade you for it, but it won't be cheap. Surprise. I'll be needing a new toy. Sniff's probably got one. Not that Cedric thingy, though. It seems too needy. Noted. I'll put this in the top of my list priorities. Is that sarcasm? Snufkin, I'm so proud of you. Here you go. A Hemulan toy. Ah, perfect. And here you go. I think the masterpiece will work well without this particular page. Not Moomin Papa's best work. I guess I already had the doll she was looking for. Okay. Ouch. What do you mean, ouch? Oh, that's why she said ouch. I dropped her down the well. Well... There, have you had enough? Had enough? Zim, hi, welcome back. Hello. Not reacting to anything. Let me get the costumes. I'm at Philly Jonk's house. How are you doing, Sim? I'm glad you stopped by. I am just trying to put together a play, but first I need to get the costumes. Oh, I can go up here. What's up here? Why are you doing this? Snufkin is kind of mean. Me is very eepy. Just woken up. How is true? I am doing pretty good. I'll be eepy pretty soon. Actually, I'm a little bit eepy already. But we're gonna do bedtime story in just a little bit. Come on, haven't we caused enough havoc for you to come out of your house? What else do I need to do? Oh. Destroy the flowers! You're ruining my perfect garden! Now the kids start to play in the puddle. Yay! No, my sweet children, don't mingle with those rowdy woodies. They're not clean. Can't you see? It's not safe. Oh, they're just having fun. Your children seem to be enjoying themselves. But, I need to protect them. You've done a great job protecting them, but children need fun and games as well. I guess those filthy woodies could use a bath, though. Well, you're not wrong about that. And a haircut. And new clothes. Speaking of clothes, do you still have the costumes for the theater? Yes, somebody needed to take care of them. The whole theater was in shambles. Well, we need them now. We're putting up a play. For the park keeper. You're the park keeper? Such a wonderful man. Why didn't you say so right away? I didn't know he was a lover of the arts. Makes sense, though. Invitations to the play? Well, I do love the theater, but there's so much to do at home. What if something goes wrong? Maybe I should read the reviews first. The park keeper will be there. Oh, well, in that case... It is important to support the local art scene, so I'll be there. And let's just finish destroying her flowers for no reason. Oh my goodness. Okay, now we just need to invite the park keeper and practice with the band. Maybe that'll be what we do next time. Stop it. Stop what? Oh, we need to lead the bee to the hive. Oh. I don't know if we needed to be here, but here we are. Oops. Alright, my cozies. Are you ready for our bedtime story? Oh. Well, let's do one more thing and then we'll call it here. Snork Maiden. Hi, Snufkin. Snork Maiden, what's wrong? Well, everything. Or maybe not everything, but a rude bird came out of nowhere and stole my precious anklet, so at least something. The anklet is very dear to me, and now I fear I'll never see it again. Oh. Another side quest. Gotta help everybody. Alright. Well then. Made some progress at least. I think we might. I mean, I don't know how long the game is, but just judging by the events in the game, we might finish it next time. Well, I'm going to take a quick 5-minute break to go potty and get a drink, and then we'll have our bedtime story, okay? We are going to continue the story that we started last time, the Rusty Wren. That's the old, like, vintage storybook that I picked up. We're going to continue that one. So, just give me a few minutes here. We're going to have a quick ad break, and a couple minutes after that, we'll be ready for a bedtime story. See you soon. Right. We're back. You got your snack and your blankie. Oh, good job, Mayara. You're ready for story time. Did you bring enough to share? Alright, so we are continuing Tale of Rusty Wren. Excuse me. Let's see if I can keep my voice. Banana pudding cake. That's true, you did share that with me. It was so good. Alright. Move this out of the way. Oh, actually, let's do a quick recap. So, last time we learned about Rusty Wren and his wife, who moved into a little birdhouse made by Johnny Green. And Rusty Wren would wake up Farmer Green every morning by singing when the sun came up. But he started to get jealous when Farmer Green brought home a cuckoo clock, because he thought that Farmer Green was trying to replace him with another strange bird. So, we're going to read what happens next. Get this cord out of the way. Mr. Crow to the Rescue, Chapter 6. As time went on, and the Green family overslept each morning, Rusty began to grow very weary of the monotonous cuckoo, cuckoo, which came every half hour all day long through the kitchen window of the farmhouse. "I'd like to know what sort of bird that is," he exclaimed at last. "If he'd only come out here in the yard, I'd ask him his name and tell him what I think of him, too." But the stranger never stirred out of the kitchen. At length, Rusty decided to make inquiries about him. Seeing Jimmy Rabbit passing through the orchard on his way home from the cabbage patch, Rusty called to him. "If you happen to see old Mr. Crow, I wish you would ask him if he won't please come right over to the orchard," Rusty Wren said. "There's something I want to find out, and Mr. Crow knows so much that perhaps he can help me." Jimmy Rabbit declared that he would be delighted to deliver the message. And he must have gone out of his way to find Mr. Crow, for the old gentleman arrived at the orchard in less than 16 minutes. Rusty was waiting for him, and having explained about the strange bird as well as he could, he asked Mr. Crow what he thought. "I'd like to hear his song," said old Mr. Crow. "Come right over to my tree near the house," Rusty urged him. Mr. Crow hesitated. "Where's Farmer Green?" he inquired. "Oh, he's working in the hayfield." "Where's Johnny Green?" Mr. Crow asked. "Oh, he's in the hayfield too, riding on a hayrake," Rusty Wren explained. "I'll come with you then," Mr. Crow croaked. So they flew to the dooryard, and they hadn't waited there long when the strange bird sang his cuckoo, cuckoo. "There," said Rusty, "that's his silly song." And to his surprise, Mr. Crow haw-hawed right out. "What's the joke?" Rusty Wren wanted to know. "That's not a bird," said old Mr. Crow, "or at least, it's not a real bird. He's made of wood, and he lives inside a cuckoo clock." "Ah!" Rusty cried, "an alarm clock!" But old Mr. Crow shook his head. "No," he replied. "It's just an everyday clock. And instead of striking, it lets this little wooden bird come out and sing." Rusty Wren said he wouldn't care for a clock like that, and that he didn't see why Farmer Green had brought it home anyhow. "Cuckoo clocks amuse the women and children," Mr. Crow remarked wisely. "Then you think Farmer Green was not dissatisfied with my singing? You think he would like me to wake him up every morning just as I used to?" Rusty waited eagerly for Mr. Crow's opinion. Old Mr. Crow pondered for a while before answering. He reflected that since it was long past corn planting time, it really made no difference to him whether Farmer Green overslept or not. If the corn had just been put in the ground, he would have liked to have Farmer Green stay in bed all day long. "I understand that the whole family enjoys your songs," Mr. Crow told Rusty at last. "And for the present, you may as well sing your dawn song right here in your own tree beneath Farmer Green's window. But if you're living here next spring, I wish you would consult me again." Rusty Wren agreed to that, thanking Mr. Crow for his kindness too. And afterward, instead of being angry, he laughed whenever he heard that silly cuckoo, cuckoo. Since he knew it was only a wooden bird, Rusty Wren was jealous no longer. The next morning, he awakened Farmer Green at the break of day, and the hired man was so sleepy that he fell downstairs and couldn't work for a whole week. Here's an illustration that shows Mr. Crow and Rusty Wren talking to each other. Chapter 7. A Neat Housekeeper. Rusty Wren's wife was a very neat housekeeper. Every day she carefully cleaned her house, chirping while she worked. Sometimes her voice was sweet and pleasant, but at other times, though it was still sweet, it was not pleasant at all, and whenever Rusty heard that second kind of chirp, he was always careful to find some errand that took him away from home. You see, Rusty Wren was not so orderly as his wife. Often he scattered things about the house in a very careless fashion. For instance, if he happened to notice a bit of moss or a burr clinging to his coat, just as likely as not, he would brush it off and let it fall upon the floor. And when Mrs. Rusty found anything like that in her cottage, she always knew how it came there. Rusty sometimes remarked that it was a good thing he didn't smoke. "How would you like it if I dropped a bit of tobacco or ashes and maybe burnt matches for you to pick up?" he asked his wife. "You couldn't come inside my house if you used tobacco," she always replied, and she would get quite excited at the mere thought of such an untidy habit. And then Rusty would smile, but he always took good care not to let his wife see him. "Don't worry," he would say, if she became too stirred up. "I've never smoked yet, and I never expect to." One can see that Rusty Wren was somewhat of a tease, and as it usually happens with people who amuse themselves at the expense of others, there came a time when Rusty's teasing landed him in trouble. One day, after he had come home from an excursion to the pasture — he seldom strayed so far from home as that — Mrs. Rusty began sniffing the air. Her nose would have wrinkled, only it couldn't, because it was so hard. She looked at her husband suspiciously, and it seemed to her that he had a guilty manner. "I declare," she said, "I believe you've been smoking." and she started to scold so angrily that Rusty Wren knew she must be in a temper. Seeing signs of trouble, Rusty began to fidget, and he moved about so uneasily that his wife was all the surer of his guilt. She stopped right in the middle of her scolding to say, "I smell smoke." "Perhaps you do," Rusty admitted, "but it's certainly not tobacco smoke." "Ah," she exclaimed, "then you've been smoking corn silk or hayseed, and that's almost as bad." Rusty said it must be the smoke of a pine stump that she noticed. "Farmer Green is burning some old stumps in the pasture," he explained, "and I just flew through a cloud of it." Just then he happened to notice a bit of something or other clinging to one of his tail feathers. And though his wife was looking straight at him, he flicked the tiny scrap upon the floor without thinking of what he was doing. "There you go again," Mrs. Rusty Wren cried. "Here, I've just finished cleaning the house, and you're littering it all up. You don't care how much work you make for me." And she pounced upon the brownish bit, intending to pick it up and throw it out of the house. Rusty had already decided that he had better go away from home for a little while, until things were pleasanter, when his wife suddenly faced about and fixed him with her glittering eyes. "Ha!" she cried, holding up the scrap in her bill for him to see. "Tobacco!" she screamed. "And what, pray, have you to say to me now?" Uh-oh. I think Rusty is in trouble. And that's why you never smoke, kids. Chapter 8. Rusty in Trouble. Rusty Wren edged towards the door, that little opening in the syrup can only slightly bigger than a 25-cent piece. He wished he was already safely through it, for he did not like the look in his wife's eyes. "I must be going now," he said faintly, though he was generally as bold as brass. "Wait a moment," Mrs. Rusty ordered. "Where did this tobacco come from?" She spoke somewhat thickly, for she still held a bit of the brown leaf in her bill. I can't imagine," he stammered. "I never knew it was sticking to my tail until I saw it and brushed it off." "On my clean floor," his wife interrupted. "Goodness knows it's bad enough to have you forever doing things like that, without your bringing tobacco into my clean house, and without smelling of smoke, too." For almost the first time in his life, Rusty Wren was really worried. Somehow he had managed to get into something of a good deal like a scrape. It seemed to him that the house was terribly hot and stuffy, and always before he had thought it quite comfortable. "I'm going out for a breath of fresh air," he protested feebly. And before Mrs. Rusty could stop him, he dodged past her and slipped through the tiny doorway, leaving her to scold to her heart's content. All this happened in the middle of the morning, and the cuckoo clock in Farmer Green's kitchen had sung the hour 6 times before Rusty Wren returned. Never before had he stayed away from his snug house so long, and, naturally, that made him have a guilty feeling, as if he had really done something to be ashamed of. As for smoking, he had, as he said, never smoked in his life. It was true that Farmer Green was burning stumps in the pasture that morning, and that the odor of the smoke had clung to Rusty's feathers. But the bit of tobacco... But the bit of tobacco that had clung to his tail was a mystery that he couldn't explain. It was a most unfortunate accident, but Rusty hoped that by that time, it was then the middle of the afternoon, he hoped that his wife had recovered from her displeasure. Usually when they had any difference of opinion, she felt better if he gave her plenty of time in which to scold. But now, Rusty was not quite sure of his welcome. He had never seen Mrs. Rusty so upset. "Are you there, my love?" he asked softly, as he alighted on the roof of his house. He did not care to go inside until he was quite sure that his wife was in better spirits. "The smoker has come home again," a peevish voice called out. And instead of bursting into the merry song which Rusty had been all ready to carol, he flew off across the yard and began hunting for something to eat. Since he couldn't very well go home, he thought that he might as well enjoy a good meal at least. Aw, poor Rusty. Chapter 9. All's Well Again. After Rusty Wren had revived his drooping spirits by eating heartily of 3 dozen insects of different kinds and sizes, he felt so cheerful that he couldn't help trilling a few songs. It was almost evening, and he was glad not to let the sun go down without thinking him in that way for Sorry, let me try that again. It was almost evening, and he was glad not to let the sun go down without thinking him in that way for shining so brightly all day. Though it was so late, Farmer Green still toiled in the fields, but Rusty could hear Johnny and old dog Spot driving the cows down the lane towards the barn. Now, above the wide door of the carriage house, a window was open, a window through which Rusty had flown early in the morning. Unlike old Mr. Crow, Rusty Wren was not in the least afraid to enter any of the farm buildings. Perhaps if Rusty had been in the habit of taking Farmer Green's corn, he would have thought twice before venturing inside the cow barn or the carriage house. But since he never damaged the crops, and always helped them by destroying a great number of insects that ate all sorts of growing things, Rusty had nothing whatever to fear from anybody in the farmhouse. Except the cat, of course. There was really no reason for Rusty's flying through the open window beyond the fact that he liked to prowl around the great dusty room under the eaves to see what he could find. Once he was inside, he noticed something had not caught his eye on his former visit. Hanging from a rafter, where the slanting rays of the setting sun fell squarely upon it, was a big bunch of brown tobacco leaves. Rusty Wren gave a chirp of pleasure at the sight. That was where he must have picked up the bit of tobacco that had clung to his tail feathers and upset his wife's good nature. "I'll go right home and get her and bring her here so she can see this tobacco herself," he said aloud. "Then she'll know where that shred came from which fell on the floor." He did not say which I brushed onto the floor, for he never could remember long that he ever did such careless things. Well, Rusty Wren went out of the window a good deal faster than he had flown in, and in less time than it takes to tell it, he was perched on top of his house again and calling to his wife. "I know where the tobacco came from," he sang out. "Just come outside and I'll show you. It's upstairs in the carriage house." To his delight, Mrs. Rusty answered in the sweetest tone imaginable. But she said she didn't want to come out just then, and she didn't seem a bit interested in tobacco anymore. "You come right into the house," she cried. "There's something here that I want to show you." Rusty Wren whisked through the hole in the maple syrup can. Home had never looked quite so good to him before, for he had not been there since the middle of the morning. "What is it?" he asked eagerly. His wife was sitting on their nest, and there was nothing new in the house so far as he could see. "I think I might know." She moved aside then. "Look," she said, and peering into the nest, Rusty saw a speckled egg there. It was really a small egg, but to Rusty Wren's eyes, it seemed decidedly big. He was so surprised that he couldn't speak for as much as 2 seconds, and then he began to sing. He was so happy. Though Mrs. Rusty kept very still, she seemed much pleased. And strange to say, she never mentioned smoking to her husband again. She had something more important to think about. I was right, too. Chapter 10. Bad News. When Johnny Green fastened the tin can to the tree in the dooryard, he couldn't have picked out a better spot for it. Of course, he hoped that a pair of wrens would build their nest inside the syrup can. But what he never dreamed was that the cherry tree was exactly the sort of tree that wrens liked. It was not that Rusty and his wife cared for cherries, but as soon as Mrs. Wren had said how much she liked her new house, she remarked that the old cherry tree was a fine place to hunt for bugs and insects. Yes, Rusty agreed. And there's an anthill near the foot of the tree. It will be very convenient on stormy days, for we shall not have to go far for our breakfast. Not being fond of cherries, they did not look forward to the time when the bright red fruit should hang gaily upon the branches above their home. But there were others besides Johnny Green who eagerly awaited the time and noticed that the old tree was loaded with blossoms, which meant that later there would be plenty of cherries. Jolly Robin was one of those who had a taste for cherries, no matter whether they grew wild in the woods or within easy reach of Farmer Green's yard. And as soon as cherry time arrived, Jolly was on hand every day to enjoy the treat. He was so cheerful and good-natured that Rusty Wren and his wife did not object to Jolly's visits, so long as he did not venture too near their house. They always scolded loudly when an outsider came too close to their home, for they had a big family of children, and they couldn't help feeling that the youngsters were safer with no prying busybodies to meddle with them. Of course, Jolly Robin never once thought of harming any of Rusty's family, and as soon as he saw that Rusty, and especially his wife, wanted him to keep away from their side of the tree, he took care to respect their wishes. Then all was peaceful, and the three had many pleasant chats together. At last, however, Jolly Robin made a remark one day that threw both Rusty and his wife into a flutter of alarm. Jolly Robin had not meant to frighten them. But the news was out before he realized that it was far from welcome to his two little listeners. "Jasper Jay has heard about these cherries," he announced, "and he says that he's coming over here as soon as he can find time, for he is specifically fond of all kinds of cherries, no matter whether they're red cherries, or black cherries, or choke cherries." Rusty Wren glanced quickly at his wife. He could easily see that Jolly Robin's speech had upset her. And, to tell the truth, he did not himself relish the prospect of a visit from anybody as boisterous and quarrelsome as that famous bully, Jasper Jay. "Can't you prevent his coming?" Rusty asked Jolly Robin. But Jolly Robin shook his head. "When Jasper Jay makes up his mind, I know of no way to make him change it," he said. Uh-oh. Chapter 11. The Noise on the Roof. As soon as she heard that Jasper Jay intended to visit her cherry tree to enjoy the ripe fruit, Rusty Wren's wife began to worry, and she made herself so unhappy that Rusty couldn't help wishing that Jolly Robin had kept his news to himself. "Don't be alarmed," he said to her after Jolly had gone. "Jasper Jay can't harm the children, for they'll be safe in the nest, and luckily our doorway is too small for him." But Mrs. Rusty wouldn't be calmed. "He's a great cruel bully," she replied,
and if he spends much time here, I'm afraid the children will starve, for neither you nor I will be able to go out and find food for them, because Jasper would be sure to pounce on us. And what chance would we have against him?"
"We'll go together," said Rusty Wren, looking very brave. But Mrs. Wren said she wouldn't think of leaving her 6 small children all alone in the house. Wow, 6. They've been busy. "Everything will be all right," Rusty assured her. "You know Jasper isn't coming unless he can find the time. Jolly Robin said so, and maybe he won't be able to get here at all." They had gone inside their house to talk over the matter in private, and Rusty had hardly finished speaking when a loud bang, followed by a clatter, sounded on the tin roof above their heads. It was no wonder that they both jumped. "Goodness!" exclaimed Rusty's wife. "What's that?" But Rusty couldn't tell her. During all the weeks they had lived there, he had heard nothing like that. While they listened, the noise was repeated, and Mrs. Rusty declared that the sky must be falling, for she had never heard such a dreadful sound in all her life. "I'll go right out and see what it is," Rusty Wren said, but his wife caught hold of his coat-tails and begged him to stay with her. "No, no," she cried. "You must not stir out of the house. I'd be terribly worried if you left me alone here with these 6 small children, and you might get hurt besides." Meanwhile, the racket on the roof continued, with only a short pause between each outburst. The 6 Wren children began to cry, for they were hungry as well as frightened. Aww. And all the time, Mrs. Rusty clung to her husband's coat-tails and besought him not to leave her. To tell the truth, he had no such intention. Though he was very brave for his size, he was thoroughly alarmed. And for the time being, he was quite content to stay inside his snug house and hope that the trouble would soon come to an end. On the whole, the Wren family spent a very unpleasant quarter of an hour. The bang, clatter, bang on their roof still continued until the din became almost unbearable, and Rusty Wren grew so desperate that he had almost made up his mind. To break away from his wife, even if he had to leave his coat-tails behind him and dash out the doors to see what was the matter. Then, all at once, a different sound fell upon their ears. And as soon as they heard it, they knew at once the sky was not falling anyhow. "Jay! Jay!" Jasper Jay's harsh voice was unmistakable. He had been playing one of his sly tricks on the Wren family, and they had never guessed that it was he. "Oh, there he is, dropping cherries on top of their syrup can. What a meanie." Chapter 12. The Unwelcome Visitor. "It's Jasper Jay!" Rusty Wren cried as soon as he and his wife heard the hoarse cry from outside their house. "He's playing one of his tricks on us, and I'm going out and tell him exactly what I think of him." "Don't forget to tell him what I think of him, too," Mrs. Rusty said, as she let go of her husband's coat-tails. Then Rusty hurried through the little doorway, and there was Jasper, sitting on a limb above the house, with a cherry in his bill, which he had let fall with a sly smile. The cherry struck the roof of Rusty's house with a loud bang, and then came the same clatter to which the Wren family had been listening. "Here, stop that!" Rusty cried. Jasper Jay shrieked with laughter. "Go away," said Rusty. "Go away yourself," retorted Jasper.
This is my home, Rusty Wren told him hotly, and you've no right to come here and frighten my wife and children like this.
How shall I frighten them, then? Jasper Jay asked him. Perhaps you like this way better, he shouted.
And with that, he flew straight at Rusty Wren. He was so big, and he looked so cruel, that Rusty turned tail and dashed back into his house again. And he was glad that his doorway was not much bigger than a 25-cent piece, because he knew that Jasper Jay could never squeeze through so small an opening. Jasper alighted on top of the house and jumped up and down on the roof, striking it with his bill and screaming angrily. "Don't be afraid," Rusty said to his wife. "He can't do any harm, and after a while he'll grow tired of staying here and he'll go away." Well, Rusty was half right at least, for Jasper Jay went away at last, but he didn't wait until he had grown weary of his rowdyish sport. Now Johnny Green happened to hear Jasper's harsh cries, and looking out of the window, he saw Jasper's strange performance. "That blue jay is teasing my little wrens," Johnny Green cried indignantly, and, catching up a potato from the kitchen table, he hurried to the door and hurled it as hard as he could at the blue jay troublemaker. Oh, the blue-coated troublemaker. The potato missed Jasper Jay by less than an inch, bringing up kerplunk against the trunk of the old cherry tree, and breaking into several pieces. And then it was Jasper Jay's turn to be alarmed. He jumped off the roof of Rusty Wren's house as if he had been shot, and dashed off as fast as his handsome wings could carry him. He knew of no way to tease Johnny Green, so there was really no sense in his staying in Farmer Green's yard any longer. Johnny Green jeered at Jasper as the frightened bully hurried away. "You'd better not come skulking around here again," he shouted. Although the cherries hung red and juicy upon the old tree for at least a week longer, just begging to be picked, as one might say, Jasper Jay did not come back to enjoy them. He told Jolly Robin that he was entirely too busy to waste his time in an old cherry tree. To be continued. Well, that was an interesting chapter. Saved by a potato. And hi, Base Jackal. Thanks for dropping by. Used to drop crab apples on top of the family cars. It sounds very scary, yeah. Well, and imagine if you were as small as a little bird and inside a tin can while cherries were dropping on top of it. That would be pretty scary. Jasper's a piece of work. I know, right? What a meanie. Poker Night at Inventory is back? Oh, is that a game? Hello, by the way, Forgotten Star. Sorry I didn't say hi before. I was in the middle of the story. He could have just gotten cherries and not been a jerk. I know, right? Sobe Bird? Maybe. I don't know them yet, and I kind of like to get to know streamers before I raid them. But maybe on the next one if they're streaming at that time. But I'll check them out. I'll check them out so that I can get to know them a little bit. Having your roof pecked would be very scary, yeah. Blue jays... I actually don't know how big a wren is, but if they're as small as a 25-cent piece, blue jays are way bigger. Bird playing Zelda. That's cute. Oh wait, is he the one that you showed me before, Forgotten Star? I don't remember. I know you showed me a bird streamer earlier.
was their name? Now I can't find it. Oh, there we go. Oh, yeah. A quarter of the J's size. Very good, Mayara. Okay, you know what? I think we'll go ahead and raid him. Because I did watch him for a little bit, and he looks like a friendly fellow. And besides, we just told a bird story, so why don't we go raid a bird tonight? Let me go ahead and set that up. Sobe Bird. Sobe Bird. Okay. And goodnight kisses for Mayara. Mwah. Night-night kisses for Mayara. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and raid in. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. Yeah, thanks for being here, Base Jackal. Jackal, it's a jackal. So it's fun reading that old book. Old-fashioned, but kind of cute. Alright, so next stream is gonna be next Thursday. This coming Monday is my off Monday, so I'll see you a week from today. I'll leave you with a little bit of soft music before we raid out, and then if you want to raid and run, you can, or we can chat with Sobe for a bit. But thank you so much for being here. Good night, my cozy friends. Love you. Bye-bye.